Hello everyone, it's Matthew here from the NOLAnerds cast, here with Ashley Riot. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Hanging in there at Comic-Con.
I kind of love because you are here as an exhibitor and yet you've also dressed up.
Yeah.
She-Hulk, how are you doing?
I'm doing great. I love being She-Hulk. I love the character. It's kind of insane to do both, to dress up and draw all day and work behind the booth. It's very tiring, and I only do it because I love the character so much.
That's awesome. You don't. It's what if I hadn't been told to come visit you, I would have noticed it from that. You even went all out with the contacts.
I did, yeah.
That's some
Crazy
dedication right there.
They're actually kind of hurting right now.
Fair enough. So where are you from?
I'm from Chicago.
And do you go to several conventions, obviously, but this is the big one?
This is the biggest one of the year. This is the one that takes the most amount of preparation, most amount of time, most amount of stress, but also I get to meet the most amount of people. I'm cutting back. In previous years, I did 15 shows a year, and it was getting kind of insane.
Yeah.
So this year, I cut it back. I only did WonderCon, Emerald City. I do my local conventions, so C2E2 and Anime Central. So I'm doing about 8 this year.
Okay. And I heard that you should totally add Wizard World New Orleans to that list, although I might be biased just a little.
Just a little. I've not had any plans to go to Wizard World New Orleans, only because I've never been to New Orleans. But if they want,
reason?
if the con wanted to bring me as a guest, I would absolutely come to the show.
Totally okay with that. So what I love about your work and what drew me to it was because you are admittedly a Korra fan and an Airbender fan, and
I am.
Boom.
Yes.
So there's a lot
I was looking at your shirt when you came over.
That's how you know we're cool.
Exactly.
And not only that, but you also have a really nice range of just diverse video game prints, and just you're kind of all over. You do comics and you do games and you do everything.
That's because I only do art from things that I really love. If I'm not doing my own original things, if I am doing a fan art print, you're going to notice if it's something that I don't love, because I have done that in the past where I was like, oh, when I first started doing cons maybe 5 years ago, I was like, what's popular right now? Some show about countries personified as humans, whatever, let me do a print.
I remember that show.
Yeah, I know. And you could tell that I didn't care about it in the print, so it turned out horrible. Nobody bought it, so it was a waste of time and money for everyone involved. So I just was like, no, if I'm going to spend the amount of time that I do on a piece, it's got to be something that I personally love. And my tastes are kind of all over the place like that. I love video games. I love comics. I love manga.
She has a Skies of Arcadia print, and if you don't know what that is, you're just you're not on our level.
Yes.
I saw it and I immediately was like, are you kidding me?
If you do not love Skies of Arcadia, I don't know if I can be your friend.
It's all right. It's a good litmus test.
It is. It is a very good test.
So I'm just going to flip to something random and it'll probably be great. Boom, Sailor Moon. And nice timing with the crystal coming out.
Actually, that's a very old piece. That piece is about 3 years old. That was before I even knew they were ever going to bring it back.
But now that it is back, it's
because again, it was something that I loved as a kid. Sailor Moon was kind of my gateway drug into this entire world of nerdiness. I started watching it when I was 7.
I don't know if I should say it, but because Sailor Moon came on before Dragon Ball Z, it technically was my first anime, and I loved it.
Yeah.
I'm not ashamed.
There is nothing wrong with watching Sailor Moon, just like there's nothing wrong with me loving Dragon Ball Z and Power Rangers.
That's what's up. Exactly. So yeah, and then we've got a Ghost in the Shell. I mean, it's fantastic. I was flipping through it, and it's just I like that, and I like that, and
I actually have a Skies of Arcadia costume too.
Are you gonna wear it tomorrow?
No, I didn't bring it with me, but it's online. I did a group with some friends at PAX East earlier this year, so we had a Vice, Ica, and Fina.
You could also go to PAX South now.
Oh,
which they
in
just
San
announced.
Antonio.
Yep.
Yes, I did hear about that.
We just interviewed the Penny Arcade people, and they were we were really excited for that because from New Orleans, it's so much easier to go to a Texas show.
Mm-hmm.
But where can you tell people about where to find you in your work and all the social media goodness and things about do you accept commissions? If people love your work, how can they give you money?
I like that question. First of all, my website is just ashleyrriot.com. It has, it's my name, Ashley Riot.
Is it really your name?
It is legally changed.
That's what's up.
Yep.
Okay.
It is not my birth name, but it is legal.
It is now.
It is my name. There's a link to my Store Envy site on there if you want to purchase any of the prints that I have for sale. Most of them are online. There's a few that were show exclusives, but they're already gone. So. I also do take commissions. If anyone's interested, you can just email me. It's ashleyriottart@gmail.com. And then you can also find me on Facebook at
Ashley Riot? Probably?
It's Queen Riot.
Okay.
It's Queen Riot on Facebook. I have a fan page.
Do you have Twitters?
I do. My Twitter is The Baroness, which is THEE Baroness at twitter.com, because someone had already taken the Baroness. And I refuse to put numbers in my name.
Good call.
Always.
Nothing good ever comes from someone that does that.
Manipulate any sort of spelling I can, but no numbers. That's my rule.
Well, thank you very much for taking the time to talk to us. I can't wait to get a commission from you. I'm formulating what it's going to be I'm
already excited to do that other guy's commission of the metal bending Korra.
Yes.
I had done there are certain times where I do a piece where I almost don't want to give it up. And the last time was earlier this year. Someone had commissioned me to do Major Motoko and Tachikoma, and I was like, I don't want to give it to him. So I'm assuming that once I finish this Korra one, I'm gonna be like,
Take a picture of it first.
I always take pictures of them. I take pictures and post them on my Instagram.
That's very nice.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much.
It was great talking with you. Thank you.
Yay, that's so cool. All right, I'm Matthew. NOLANerdcast, Comic-Con, San Diego, other words. Good night.
Good night.